No, you don't know now, nigga. So, bitch, you don't know now, nigga.
This is Blake.
I'm Tavarus.
And I'm Daebrian.
Hi.
Hey, we're back, guys, for our new episode of Rated MA. So, last week we talked about sex, right? And you guys know in the heterosexual community, it's like an order to things. It's we meet, we go on a date, we have sex, and then we fall in love. Mm-hmm. But with gays, it's we fuck, and then we in love. So this week we in love and we go together.
Yeah, because we didn't fuck last week.
Exactly.
It was some good fucking, though.
So I want y'all to tell me, like, when was the first time you fell in love? Like, how old were you?
Okay, do you mean fell in love with a man or do you mean fell in love with a woman?
Oh, you had a woman?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, let's say a man. Because I don't think you believed it with a woman.
Well, I don't know if you were paying attention to the last episode, but you know I was over there praying the gay way once upon a time. So in that moment of praying the gay way, I was also praying for a woman to come and stay. Mm-hmm. I prayed the gay way and I prayed for the woman to stay. Look at thy God. So,
like the one where you had the butterflies. I need that love.
Okay. I'm gonna punt this to Daebrian only on the strength of my perspective is going to. Well, fuck it. I'm just
go
here. I think love is not absolute. It depends on where you are in life, and you have to have a basis for comparison. Mm-hmm. So your next love should always be better than your last love.
Right.
And in growing in love, me loving at 21 was different than me loving at 24.
Of course. But I want to know about the first time.
So my first time, when I was at 24, I looked back at the 21-year-old love and thought, that shit wasn't even love.
Okay.
Like, it was like, fuck love.
Okay, that's
what's
real.
that? You running around and running that.
Yeah.
But the first time that I thought I was in love,
yes,
I was probably 21.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why I thought it was love. Because it did nothing for me. It benefited me nothing.
What were you feeling? Like, bitch, describe
it. It was butterfly. Okay, so I had butterflies in my stomach. We would break up. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't drink. I'd cry. I'd mope. He'd come back around and my face would be fully lit with joy. Mm-hmm. It was what I thought was love, or what love was supposed to look like. What society had sold me as a picture and a package. Mm-hmm. However, it wasn't until I actually grew up and I matured in love and I knew how to love and how to be loved that I realized that love has different layers. And the place that I was, let's say 25, I'm currently now at 27.
Oh, girl.
You just couldn't let a bitch have.
No, man.
Let a bitch live.
Because I'm the youngest one at the table, girl. So when I'm 19.
Here, bitch. Ain't nothing 19 but that do-rag. But the thing about, like, I want somebody to love me more than I love me.
Yes.
And when I had that first experience that I thought was love, that wasn't love. That was more like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, not even.
So when you thought you were in love, who did you talk to about that? Like, who are you like, damn, I think I'm in love? Am I? Like,
Tavares, that's a very, very good question. Mm-hmm. So I have this best friend, his name is Travis.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of my best friends, his name is Travis. Travis was there for me in essential and like putting me back together when I was going through like this tumultuous situation that we're going to call love for the sake of argument.
Okay.
Eventually he came to me and said, okay, so like you're doing too much. I don't like this. And if you're going to keep going down this road, I'm not going to be there for you anymore.
Oh.
And
damn,
no, that's what I said too. And like that was like a very eye-opening, teachable moment for me because what I tell like all of my friends is like you get one act the fool card. Like you get one time to act the fool in love. Like after that, after like acting the fool in love, bitch, grow up.
Yeah.
You're done. Like the nigga played you. Learn your lesson. Move on. Fire's hot. Don't touch it again. And I think everybody needs that. And like as one of my best friends, I was never afforded that by my best friend. And I do feel like I was there for him when he was going through his shit with his nigga. I think his name was Anthony.
So he probably was more experienced than you and had
He
more
was
love.
extremely more
So he didn't have
experienced
time for
than
your
me.
petty puppy love.
Yeah. And then so when I'm coming to him, but in his defense, like he's over there, like he's much more mature in love than I am.
Right.
And I'm like just the baby, like just trying to get my footing. I'm just trying to walk in diapers and shit.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And like because he's done that and he did it so many times over, it's just like, baby girl, what are you doing? Like, and he keeps telling me like, don't do this. This nigga's doing this.
Okay.
And everything he told me that nigga was doing, the nigga was doing, and it was truth. But I had to feel it and experience it for myself. So when I meet like new friends who are less mature in love than I am,
Right.
I like give them that moment to be less mature in love.
To just be foolish.
Because I need you. You have to experience it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that mother to that daughter.
Yeah.
You have to experience it. And so I experienced it later on, grew up, and now in hindsight, I can't really say that was love that I was in. I don't know what I was in.
That was lust. You were.
And it wasn't really lust because we weren't sleeping together.
Okay.
Oh,
And
shit.
it wasn't a sexual relationship, but it was because that was my first aha moment.
Okay.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
maybe I was attaching myself to the moment and not to the
So
person.
since then, have you been in love?
Yes.
Oh, you have.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been in love when I have not. I should not have been in love, even like as grown as I am. But the last person that I say was real love is my ex-boyfriend, and that was 8 or 9 years ago. It was like let's say 8. If I've been here 9, so it was like 8 years ago, and I still love him to this day. And he has raised the bar on love and what love should look like.
So when you was with him, what did that look like?
I'm going to tell you this, and because sometimes love does not show itself until you feel it fleeting.
Okay.
And when we had first got together, he had said to me something that was so profound and so grown ass. And it was, I'm going to, this is going to lead us somewhere. He had said to me, I'm going to take care of you until you can take care of yourself. And no matter where we are in life, if ever I needed anything, I could always count on him. Even though, like, this is 9 years later, we haven't been together for 9. I haven't seen his face in 9 years. There's not a thing that I could ever, like, imagine that I would like and that he wouldn't deliver.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and so, but how do I move from that
Right.
to, like, now, like, trying to build new love with somebody else? Because that bar is so high, because that's the type of selfless love. Even though I don't need him for anything, let's be clear, I don't need him for anything, but the idea of somebody being so selfless, because that's what I think love should be. It should be selfless. Somebody being so selfless to say that all that I have is yours, regardless of who I'm with, who I'm married to, and all of those things. It's
See, it's funny that you had that experience and I had the total opposite. So I was 20. Well, okay. So the first time I ever messed with a boy, I was 21. So then this guy I met when I was 22. So the first time I seen him, it was August 31st, 2007.
Okay.
And we were both in the Alicia Keys No One video.
Oh,
Oh,
and
come on.
I did not know you were in the Alicia Keys video.
Wait, what are you doing in that video?
We'll get to
Thank
that.
you.
But anyway, I was still like, I was new to like messing around, so I guess I was still DL or whatever like that. Nobody knew.
You went deal.
Girl, I was DL.
Okay.
So anyway, I saw this guy when we were at the wardrobe trailer, and I was like, this is the most beautiful man I ever seen in my life. I said, I wish he knew I was gay so he can come talk to me.
Wait,
So you knew he was gay though.
Yeah,
You kinda
he had a
figured.
flair.
Okay.
but you
about
knew
him.
you were gay.
I was messing around, but I wasn't out.
He was.
Oh, okay.
He was DL, like
I was new.
Hollywood DL.
So you were fucking.
I
around,
wasn't
but not
approaching
trying to fall
nobody.
in
I
love.
was still on the chat line.
Oh, the party.
Okay. So anyway, so I'm just like infatuated with this man. So fast forward 2 months to October, both of us ended up getting booked on the same job to sing backup for this artist, and we had to drive out.
Wait, time out. You sing?
Girl, I sing.
Tavarus,
I'm moved to the
please.
be a singer.
Like Ashanti sing?
No, bitch. Like, I had a record deal with
Like Sam
Universal.
Smith saying?
Yeah.
You have a record deal?
Well, I was in a group.
Shut
That's another
up.
story for another day.
No, I kind of said I was
Did I-
in a-
Okay, but we talking about love
I know,
today.
Right, like I feel like I'm just meeting you. Like,
I have layers, girl.
oh, you do have
I'm not
legs.
just about
Like
fucking.
Onion Blossom?
Anyway,
They said that booty make them cry.
and cry they do, boo-hoo. But anyway,
press charges.
so we got hired to be a backup singer for this artist in Palm Desert. So I ended up picking up everybody in my car because I had a brand new car at the time, and we carpooled out there.
Okay.
So the whole time we driving, he's sitting in the front seat, and this is when CDs was out, so I have my CDs, and I got all Beyonce, Keisha Cole,
CDs are 8 tracks, baby girl.
Monica, everything.
8 tracks.
So he's looking through my CD case, and he's like,
Mama had a cassette player.
girl, shut up. Let me tell my story.
Old fish.
So he looking through my CDs, and he was like, you gay?
Oh shit!
And I was like, no.
Your CDs got
Just
you
from
clocked.
you.
Because I got all the girls, all the divas.
His CDs got him clocked.
Exactly.
Okay, so that actually is a thing.
Yes.
Like your playlist.
Oh,
will get you
absolutely.
clocked.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
But I didn't think about none of that because I don't know none of that.
That'll get you
listen to
clocked
who I
as
like.
top and bottom too.
No, ma'am.
You don't, bitch, please.
So anyway,
Little bit.
so he's
she
flirting.
was
So
Anita
he's
Baker.
flirting with me the whole ride there, and he keeps like showing. It was 2 girls that were singing with us too. So he kept like showing them his dick pic, but like trying to show it to me too.
Hold on, he was showing girls his dick pic in the car.
One of the girls was his roommate, and the other girl was a girl that he didn't know. I was trying to avoid seeing the dick because I wasn't trying to give off nothing like I was gay. So anyway, we get there. Why are you so tickled, bitch? I was trade. I had big clothes and everything.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, long
She's
story
sitting in
short,
a do rag right now. I just want y'all to know this. Same Trey she was back then is the same Trey she is now.
is from Houston. What's up? So let me fast forward. Long story short, the day is wrapping. He trying to get my attention. I'm not giving it. So me trying to be extra, his roommate started flirting with me. So I start.
Wait, time out. So the roommate was the girl.
The roommate was a girl. It was 2 girls and me and him.
We good.
Right. So when we driving back to LA, me and her flirting and carrying on. Then we get out the car at their house because they live together, and we like tonguing down outside.
You and the girl.
Me and the girl.
Listen,
Yeah.
Daebrian, I'm gonna pick up as well, baby girl. I hope y'all take a drink.
So that was that. So that was the end of the day. So this is mid October. I want to say like October 16th. Yes, I remember the date. So the next week or two, I'm like infatuated. I'm thinking about this guy. Like, when am I gonna see him again? Like, he just left such an impression on me.
Is social media out back then?
MySpace, but no.
It was a reason. You just ate yourself.
Bitch, I'm grown pussy.
Train.
Right? Pussy trade.
Oh, that's a new one. We have to hashtag that.
Pussy
train. Pussy
So,
train.
long story short, this Oprah episode comes on, and they were talking about like the DL guy, this, that, and the third. And I remember watching that episode, and I said, I ain't never coming out. I'm taking this shit to my grave. Like, fuck that. But I'm still like thinking about this man. So one day, I literally woke up. It was a Tuesday, and I was just feeling so like overwhelmed. And I said, I have to tell somebody I'm gay. But okay, so then I was on my way to a job interview actually, and I text my mom, and I was like, I'm bisexual. I don't know what else to say. Bye, basically.
Because bisexual softens.
Because it softens the blow.
It's so safe.
Absolutely.
Like, mothers, if you're listening and your kids come to you and they say they're bisexual, receive it as they're
They're gay.
homosexuals.
Yeah. So
Wow.
she ended up calling me.
Or don't.
And mind you, me and my mom talk every day. But there was always a barrier there because when I would get on the phone, she would be like, "Oh, sorry, you dating?"
That'd be the only
this, that, and the
barrier you
third.
use.
And I'd be like, I'm busy, I'm working, you know, all of that. And I'd be trying to rush off the phone. So anyway, she called me and she was like, "Oh, so you're gay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm bi." And she's like, "Well, I just want you to know, we love you. We don't necessarily approve of it, but we want you to be happy."
And just so we're clear, your family is from the South.
My family's from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my father is a retired pastor. Yeah. So anyway,
That had to be very, very hard for you.
well, actually, I'm gonna get back to the love part, but at that point, I was so overwhelmed and so depressed, and it was just like, if my parents ain't fucking with me, I'm not fucking with them. So I'm gonna just go ahead and tell them, and if we gotta cut this off, we're gonna cut it off. Okay, so told my mom I was coming out, whatever. That was that. So after I came out to her, I felt like I could hit this boy up. So I still had his number, and I texted him, and I was like, you know, what's up? I was like, this is Tavarus or whatever. He was like, oh, hey. I was like, what you doing? And then he didn't pull no punches. He was like sitting here playing on my dick. And
the same boy from Palm Desert.
The same boy from Palm Desert. I texted him. After I came out to my mom, I was like, I felt like I could move on this. So then I was like, oh, you need some help with that? Like,
some help with the dick?
Yeah.
Damn, you bold.
Your dick?
With his dick. So anyway, long story short,
long story long.
we still so we still texting, and I was like, I forget all the small talk, but I remember him saying that he had never messed with a guy before, which I'm still new. I don't know. I'm not putting two and two together, but he was playing me basically. So I was like, well, we need to have this experience with each other, whatever. So we end up meeting up at this little cheap hotel on Venice, and what was supposed to be like a
oh my god, is it the hotel by
the Vermont
Kaiser?
Hotel? No, on Venice and Vermont.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vagabond?
No, the Vermont Hotel. It used to be
You
the
look like a
Ramada.
vagabond type of bitch.
It was a cheap hotel.
I know.
But anyway,
It was
but
a hotel.
but I was into like when I was messing with my little pieces back then, I was into like trying to make love and stuff. So I bought the little candles and the little hot wax and massage oil and all that bullshit back then. Back then.
God. Oh, back then, you probably steal my nigga.
Oh, okay.
Back then.
Back then. No. So anyway, what was supposed to be a hit and run ended up not being that. So we fucked, and then we ended up staying there for like 10 hours at the hotel. And he looked at me and he said, you know this can never happen again, right? And I was like, of course. Like, I ain't with that fag shit. Like, we ain't got to do this. And we was like inseparable after that. So I was, you know, texting and calling and whatever like that. But he would never answer the phone. He would only text me. So now I'm sprung on this nigga because I ain't never had no experience like this. Like, I'm new. So I'm stressed out because he ain't never answering the phone. He just kind of deal with me when he won't. I'm just in the house waiting for a call. So long story short, I was living in Hollywood at this time, on Hollywood and Wilcox. I was 22, and I was in a 2-bedroom, and it was 4 of us. You know, we would share a room. So, you know, we all would put our rent on the refrigerator or whatever, and the one guy would go turn it in. Well, one month we ended up getting a notice saying that we was getting put out because apparently the boy wasn't paying the rent. So when we approached him, he said he had lost his job 2 months ago. And I don't know what he been doing with the money. So now we getting put out. So at this time it's 2007. I have a 2007 Yaris. So I packed all my stuff and I got in my car and I didn't know where I was going. And my phone was dying. So I text the guy and I was like, can I come to your house and charge my phone? He was like, why you can't charge it at your house? I said, because I ain't got no house. We got put out. So he was like, oh, come over. So he lived I'm not even going to say where he lived. So he lived in the valley.
I was actually saying where he lives.
Well, I wasn't going to name the city. I don't know.
North
Studio
Hollywood?
City.
No. Anyway, that's
Very nice.
No.
Very nice.
Anyway, I pull up to the house, and I come in, and him and this guy are like laying on the floor. He answered the door in his drawers. Him and this guy like laying on the floor under some covers and stuff, which I thought was weird. But I'm like,
They lived in the studio or a full 1-bedroom?
it was a 1-bedroom loft.
Okay.
1-bedroom plus the loft or
1 bedroom plus the loft.
Not like this.
It's like this. No, not like this. It's 1 bedroom downstairs and then a loft upstairs.
Yeah, okay. So for all those who are listening, I live in a loft.
Yeah, it was a 1-bedroom and a loft. So he answers the door in his drawers, and I'm looking like, why you in your drawers with your friend here? Mind you, I would go to the house all the time, and I would be like, well,
All the time.
I would go
You
to his
skipped
house.
over that part.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They've been inseparable.
Well, we have been talking at this point.
Talking or like visiting?
Talking, dating. He took
But
me on
y'all
my
had
first
went
date.
together.
We went together.
Oh,
We was dating. We weren't like official or exclusive,
Okay.
but we were dating.
Is it like dating, going together like straight people or like gay people?
like gay people? I mean, it was all new
Because you
to
know,
me.
gay people, they be doing...
Like we was holding hands and
No, gay people will give so we met up, we fucked.
I was new. All I knew was we dating.
Okay.
Back then, I was trying to date everybody.
Okay.
I felt like when we fucked, we were supposed to be together.
Okay.
Because that's how I was raised as a good girl. But anyway.
Somehow you went wrong.
Anyway, long story short, before backing it up, when I would come to his house, he would say he had a friend visiting from New York. So I was like, well, when is your friend leaving?
Bitch.
So when I came to the house and I finally met the friend, I'm like, y'all just laying around here in y'all drawers or whatever. I said, I guess that's what best friends do. I guess that's what gays do. I don't know.
Bitch, please. She still live in LA?
But new. He was new.
I'll run it to her.
He was new.
New ain't new, bitch.
Listen. So anyway, I ended up staying there I ended up staying there for 3 weeks. So over the next few days, I called my mom and I was like, well, I went to this boy house that I'm dating. Remember I told you I liked the guy and he answered the door in his drawers and there was somebody else on the floor. She said they fucking. I said, no, they not. They friends. My stupid ass.
First of all, me and mama, 3 weeks.
Go ahead.
Well, listen, I stayed there 3 weeks total, but I'm getting to everything. Mm-hmm. So over the next, like we in there, the guy would get up and go to work, whatever. And one day I said, well, when is your friend leaving? And I think he kind of brushed me off or whatever. So one day, the boy that I was talking to went to the barbershop, and me and the boy was there by ourselves. And I asked him, I said, well, when are you leaving? And he said, I live here. I said, oh, okay. I said, like here in the valley or like in this house? Or he said, here.
No, girl. This.
So now I'm like kind of putting two together, but still not really whatever. I don't know. I was green.
Bitch, you needed a Blake.
Yeah. So one day we were supposed to be going somewhere. I don't know, Best Buy or something. And me and my boo at the time, I guess. And we were going to get the Martin DVD that came out. Or whatever, season 1. So when we leaving to go to the store, he asking the boy, well, are you coming? And I said, well, why you asking him if he coming? I'm trying to spend some time with you.
This is 21 days in, right?
No, 3 weeks was the total. Bitch, get off 3 weeks. This is the first week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or second week.
24.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, one day I went to a card game or something, and somebody was telling hold up, let me see how the story went. We were talking about sex, and I was with the boyfriend. We was playing spades. So the boyfriend was saying something about him and his boyfriend going up on Mulholland and fucking and this, that, and the third. And I thought that sounded familiar because I'm like, well, bitch, I was up on Mulholland. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now I put 2 and 2 together that they're a couple. So now...
Hold on. Who's a couple?
Them two. The one that answered the door, the one that was laying on the floor. Yes, I don't know. I'm green. They're a couple.
Bastard. I'm done.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm heartbroken. I'm like traumatized. And mind you, I'm sleeping upstairs in the loft. I'm not even sleeping in the bedroom where they sleeping.
They're sleeping in the bedroom together?
They're sleeping in the bedroom together.
But he was new.
Yeah.
Very green.
Oh, baby girl. New ain't don't.
So anyway, I text him and I'm like, I don't remember the conversation, but somewhere along the lines of, oh, you have a boyfriend, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada.
I got him. He live here.
And he was like, yeah. And we've been together at that point 5 years. And he was trying to get me to do a threesome with them. And I wasn't having that.
You was already living there.
Right. But I wasn't having none of that. So
why not? Are you opposed to threesomes?
At this point, I wasn't doing that.
But I'm not opposed right now.
Back then. Okay. But I'm not opposed to a threesome, no. Anyway, long story short. Long story long. I know it's a long story.
If y'all counted how many times he said it.
So, listen.
I counted 5.
Mind you.
I'm trying to
talk about trimming the fat on the stories.
Y'all not interested?
I'm interested.
It's very interesting.
Okay.
It is
like Tavarus.
I mean, I'm trying to chop it down because it's a lot.
Okay.
But at this point, I realized they're together, and now my attitude is, well, bitch, I'm already here, and I already love you. So what we gonna do?
Threesome.
No. So his boyfriend was a sweetheart. Aww. The dude I was talking to would go to the barbershop every Friday at 4. He didn't give me a key to come in and out. I had to like call and he was very controlling. Like, let me know when you coming home and I'm open the door. But one day I was at the house by myself with the boyfriend, and the boyfriend was like, oh, you need a key? Like, come and go. He was so accommodating. I don't know if he knew what was going on or if he was just nice or what. So once I got a key, my boo start tripping. And then me and the boy start texting and cackling.
Baby girl, you was in a threesome relationship.
No,
you was in a polyamorous relationship.
I don't know, whatever. So once he realized...
Well, y'all still having sex when y'all live together?
You would have sex like when the guy would go to work. Because at this point, I know him, bitch, I'm here.
Polyamorous relationship.
Well, whatever.
You didn't know it.
I didn't know. So anyway.
But you loved him.
I loved him.
Tavarus.
If he would have told me shoot a bitch in the face, bitch, they would have been shot.
Wow.
Like that. So, I'm about to get to the end. But anyway, once me and the guy started getting cool, my boo started getting jealous. And he was like, y'all doing all this motherfucking cackling and y'all hanging out and exchanging numbers and he didn't give you a fucking key. You gonna give me my key back, this, that, and the third.
Bruh, give us roles.
Huh?
Give us roles.
What you mean?
Okay, so it's 3 of y'all. Mm-hmm. You were the...
I was topping. He topped me 3 times.
And the other guy was...
I don't know what they did. I'm assuming he was the top.
They laid in the bed together.
Okay.
You slept somewhere else.
Yeah. Why are you still on that? We know that.
No, but like Tavarus, like this is like, do you not see this?
I see it now, bitch.
Well, now
I was cloudy back
you
then.
Can't even don't be mad at me, bitch.
No, but no. I was stressed out. I had lost about 15 pounds. Let me tell you.
I've been there.
I would eat a fruit cup every day from Jack in the Box. I had a 6-pack and everything. I was fine. I'm still fine, but I was fine. But I was stressed out because at this point I know what's going on.
Bad for
but
you.
I didn't have nowhere to go either.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for you.
Anyway.
Are we gonna cry?
Girl, I don't know. That's why I'm trying to speed past this story, girl.
I'm so sorry.
No, but anyway, for real.
I'm gonna get quiet.
No. Okay, so to wrap it up. Remember we went to Best Buy and he was asking the boyfriend to come. We went and bought the Martin DVD. So I think the boyfriend had went out of town this particular weekend and we were supposed to chill and watch Martin together. So I go take a shower and I get ready to come out and watch the show. And he had them left. And he took the Martin DVD. So and I love Martin. But anyway, so I call him and I'm like, well, where you at? And he not answering the phone. I'm texting or whatever, rather. And he didn't come back the whole night, took the DVD. So when he come back the next day, he was like, oh, I went to my friend's house to comfort him because he just broke up with his boyfriend. Which later to find out that was a piece of his who he went to and took my motherfucking DVD.
He had a whole bunch of niggas.
A whole bunch of niggas. Still got niggas.
Please, whenever we're done with this, write his name on a goddamn piece of paper so I don't fuck with that nigga.
No, listen.
I got hands for him though.
So listen. So everything's coming to a head.
Daebrian is shaking his head. He has hands too.
No, listen. Okay, so let me rewind. He took me to my first gay club, took me on my first date or whatever. This is when Metro Wednesdays was popping.
Oh, I remember that.
So we went to Metro. We went to Metro Wednesday, probably the week before that, right? Mm-hmm. And his friends was on me because I was new. Nobody had never seen me.
Bitch, you was fine. You was thick. You had that six-pack. That
real
was
straight out of Texas country. Nigga.
Bitch, you was starving. Ass galore.
Oh yes, I was like 99 Trinity back then, but very small waist, small face.
I find it hurts me.
You shouldn't. No, but anyway, so his friends was on me, and his best friend was trying to get at me, but you know I'm just raised to be loyal. I wasn't feeling none of that.
So bomb when they do that. Though.
But the night that he took my DVD and went to that nigga house, I ended up somehow the friend's number ended up in my phone.
Wait, what do you mean somehow?
I don't remember all the details, but I was green too, so I probably gave him. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
if y'all can see the video, bitch, clearly you gave the nigga the number.
Okay, so I gave him my number, but I ended up calling him that night, and I said, what's up? We should fuck. Oh, because the nigga going with my DVD. Yeah,
yeah.
And my feelings is hurt.
But yeah,
my feelings was
baby.
Hurt.
I like how you get in your bag. That's how you do it, though.
Yeah. So I went to the boy house. Mm-hmm. Fuck down. The whole night.
To all the bad bitches out there in the world, the best way to get at a nigga is to fuck his best friend.
Yeah, fuck his best friend. He gets back home from his rendezvous and he calling me, blowing me up, talking about where you at. You need to get home. And I was sprung. Normally I get up and go, but this time I was like, no. He was like, where you at? I said at such and such house. Just like that. He said, my friend such and such? I said, yeah. Mind you, I got him on speaker. So he hung up on me. So I get back to the house a couple hours later. It's like 6 a.m. now. Walk in the house. The boyfriend is at work at this time. He in the bed crying. He is stressed out because I was gone. So what I do, I go in the room and I'm crying with him and I'm feeling bad.
That's good.
Because I didn't fuck this friend. Wow. But anyway, whatever. So this is probably the beginning of week 3. So
wait, this is 3 weeks into the relationship?
It's 3 weeks in. So the first week I found out, it took me a minute to put it together. The second week I'm stressed out, and now we're in week 3, and I didn't fuck this friend.
God, I wish you would have been there for me.
So now it's all kind of tension in the house. I still don't know if the boyfriend is catching on or what they giving or whatever, but I don't care. I'm just like, bitch, you mine. We go together, and I'm stressed, and what's up? So
thank God you got hands.
And I'm walking around the house like this is my house.
Thank God you got hands. Thank God you got hands, sis.
But the guy is such a sweetheart. The boyfriend, he not even tripping.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Would have. So
Tavarus got hands.
So now my boo has to go on a trip to San Francisco, and he's like, by the time I get back, you need to be gone. This is around Christmas time. This is December now. So I already had a flight to go visit my family for like a week or 2. And he was like, oh, and by the way, I'm telling my boyfriend everything, so you ain't got to worry about it. And he expected you to leave too. Probably was playing games, didn't tell him nothing. Anyway, he went on a trip to San Francisco. I ended up leaving, going back to Louisiana for a week or 2. Now it's like January 3rd, and I come back, and I ain't got nowhere to go. So I'm now sleeping in my car for 3 months. Outside of Capitol Records on Cameron Street.
Oh, my goodness.
I know Capitol Records.
Yep. And that was that. And so I was like, damn, you told me you loved me. How could you do this to me? Like, you put me on the street? And
this is when you came back?
This is when I came back. 3 months. So
I mean,
when he
how
would...
long were you going for?
A week and a half.
I mean, okay, I get it.
You get what?
Him putting you on the streets.
No, I get it too.
Sorry. I hate to say it.
But I'm like, no, I get it.
I don't want you to come back in here.
Yeah, so I'm like crying to him, like, well, how could you do this to me? This, whatever. And he was
Were
like,
y'all talking while you were away? Like when you?
I don't remember everything, but we were texting here and there. He wasn't
here and
featuring
there.
me
He was
really.
only
Like,
gone a week and a half.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
He put me on ice.
I mean,
So when he will reply, he'd be cold and this, that, and the third. And then he was just like, well, listen.
It's hard to put a bitch in.
He said,
To
I'm
put a
not.
bitch
He
out
said,
when
I'm
she's
not.
been in.
I'm not the first. He said, I'm not your. He said, I might be the first person to break your heart, but I ain't gonna be the last. And that's the only takeaway I had from that bitch. He
That's
was cold.
good fucking takeaway. I love that nigga.
And that was the end of that.
Daebrian.
And let me tell you
go ahead.
how stressed out. I don't even know.
Do you still love him?
No, I don't still love him.
Do you still see him?
Let me I'm gonna get there. So
mind you, he's pointing the fuck at that finger. I just want everybody who cannot see us. Tavarus just points that finger in my face.
No, so
like this. Like
so
at
this time, this is when Keisha Cole's second CD came out.
What was the second CD?
Just Like You with Let It Go and Get My Heart Back. Like that whole CD.
Oh, you know it.
The Mary J. Blige Growing Pains CD. Bitch, I was going through. I would be laying down like, how did I get here?
Tavarus, I promise you.
Hungry, homeless, and heartbroken.
I promise you, it's best that we did not know each other back then. Because I'm the bitch that's going to be like, oh, we got to go take these windows out.
Yeah.
It's no window.
It got a little stalkerish. I ain't even going to lie.
Bitch, I would have stopped.
Yeah.
I would have did my bed. I would have done my 8 hours.
But to bring it back around, so they just ended up breaking up. They still been
together?
They ended up moving to New York together.
Girl, I gotta go.
They was together 13 years.
Cut my check.
They just broke up. They just broke up last year.
Wow.
So the
shit.
boy is on his way back sometime, and he ended up hitting me up on Facebook like, I'm single now. Like, you the one that got away.
How the fuck could I be the one that got away? What did you respond? Go ahead.
I don't even know.
I promise you I got hands for you.
I'm so past that.
Stupid.
No, I'm so past that.
That was deep.
No, listen. So he gets back in town. I guess he been doing crystal meth, but he's like heavy on it now.
Oh.
So one day I'm driving down Crenshaw.
Is he light skinned?
The boyfriend the boyfriend or the other boyfriend?
The boyfriend.
Your boyfriend or the boyfriend's boyfriend?
Mine's
the boyfriend.
Oh.
He get put out. They break up. He moved back to LA. He's on drugs. One day I'm riding down Crenshaw. He hit me up. He was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Driving down Crenshaw." He said, "I'm on Crenshaw." He said, "Stop by where I'm staying at, just to catch up." So I stopped by. We talking and stuff, and I said, "You look different." I said, "Do you have AIDS or something?" Just like I'm blunt.
You said that?
I said you look dead in the face.
Oh my god!
No shade. He looked. This is a beautiful guy. He did not look the same.
No, I get it. I know what you're saying. And
yeah,
like,
but I need to know because drugs is not what was on my mind.
No, okay. I know. Like, and then,
what?
like, it's different. Like, what's going on with you?
So
like,
anyway,
yeah.
I didn't know I was visiting a peace house that he was staying with that he didn't bag since he didn't been back because he's legendary. So the boy comes back in the house. He looking at me like, "What you doing here?" And I'm just looking like, "Well, we."
You got played again?
No, we was just.
They were just
chatting.
Baby girl, she had got played because she had went.
No, I didn't get played. No. Anyway,
she moved in with the first
boy
man
giving attitude, and I'm making it clear.
She had another man. No, there's another man.
The girl, you keep making me lose my place. The boy get in, he giving attitude. Long story short, they ended up fighting. So the boy was in front of me. The boy was like, "You need to bring him with you because he can't stay here." Mind you, the boy is off. The boy just go off on a tangent. Apparently, he highs. This all kind of shit. Lump my boo up. He bloody,
not my boo.
bloody. I'm just
My
trying
old
to.
boo, right?
Old boo. So, bitch, I had to take him to my house and stay with me. Full circle. He stayed with me for 4 days because he was ashamed to go back to his cousin's house where he was staying because he didn't want them to see him beat up. And then I said to him, I said, you had me on the street at 22 Green, and look how the tables have turned where I'm taking care of you, and you got to come stay with me because you don't have nowhere to go. And you on drugs.
No. That's fucking good tea.
Yeah.
That's God. Like, if nobody's ever told you, that is God. That's God. Daebrian, I don't know how you gonna follow this shit.
I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try.
Follow it with the short version.
All right,
Tavarus
I'm gonna give you the short. I'm gonna give you my
own.
version is gonna be a lot shorter. And if we're talking about the question, the original
The
question
first time
was
you fell in
the first
love.
time you fell in love
And got your heart broke.
and got my heart broke. So my first time that I fell in love, my first heartbreak was 2 different relationships.
Okay.
My first time that I fell in love, it was with this guy that, so I had to been maybe 21, 22.
This is the age for everybody, huh?
Yeah, I was like 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21.
I was like
21,
20.
22.
I was 22 years old.
I'm
I'm lying. I was a little bit older than that. I had been 24. I was new. I was like, just to kind of like catch people up on who I am.
Okay.
I used to be in the ballroom scene.
Okay. Legendary.
So just coming into the ballroom scene, for those who are not familiar with the ballroom scene, when you're new and you're cute or you're attractive, you are like, everybody wants you. It's
Right.
it's like coming out when you're gay, but magnified.
Right.
Because now you're on this platform where people know you. Mm-hmm. And I remember going to New York for one of my first ever New York balls, and there was this guy there. He was well known. He had been, in the scene for quite a while, and all the boys used to love him. All the boys loved him, and all the boys loved him. But the people who had been in the scene would always tell everybody, "Stay away from him.
Yes.
He's a mess. He's
Of
gonna break your
course.
heart.
Of course.
Whatever." He walks up to me and he introduces.
because you're the new gullible cute
I'm the
girl.
new dude, you know what I'm saying? And he walks up to me and he introduces himself and he shakes my hand and he's, giving everything that you give to somebody who's new.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, he's like fun, like he's this and he's that. Oh my God. And he came up and he introduced himself to me. Like my mind is blown because he's like a celebrity to me.
Right.
And so right then and there, I remember my house father at the time, he intervened. He jumped in between us and he said, you won't get this one. That's what he was telling the boy, the guy.
Okay.
So he was telling him, you won't get this one, talking about me because I was new. So he pushed, he kind of like cock blocked and he was like, no, you're not going to talk to Daebrian. Mm-hmm. He's new and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, maybe another year or 2 had passed. And I was just getting out of the military and somebody had told me about Black Gay Chat. It was new at the time.
Yes, BGC.
And I had never really ever did, the online stuff before, but I had got on there. And around this time, I'm living with my mom. I had just got out of the military, and I was trying to figure out what my next plan was going to be. Mm-hmm. I was living with my mom, and she lived on the outskirts of Baltimore. And this guy hits me up, and he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, you look really familiar. So we're chatting, and he opens his pictures, and it's the guy. Right. It's that dude from the year before. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, wow. Like, I have the biggest crush on you. I never stopped thinking about you.
Right.
So he was like, let's hang out. Fast forward to a couple months that went by. We're dating now. And I'm just so in love with him. And I'm just like, this dude is everything to me. He's like everything I ever wanted. I'm a Pisces. He's a Pisces.
Okay.
So we got each other. We really got each other. and I was really into him. But we were like, even though we were a couple months in, we were maybe like 2 months in, we were still moving slow. It was about a 30-minute difference between where we lived. So we were, we would see each other only on the weekend. So we were moving pretty slow. I started noticing something in him. He had a thing for guys like me. He had a thing for the little guys.
Okay.
He really had a thing for the short little dudes and all of that. And that was fine, but I started noticing how he would flirt with other ones that I knew. Other niggas that I knew, I would see him flirt with them, and I'm young, so I'm like popping off, going crazy. And in my mind, because I'm new to the whole gay scene and I'm new to the ballroom scene, I'm thinking I can whoop any gay boy's ass because I've been living the straight life and I just know I just got it down pat. That's what I'm thinking. So my answer every time he was in somebody's face, I wouldn't check him. Yeah. I was young. I wouldn't check him.
Yes.
I would go to them.
I got many of those stories.
I would go to them because I always felt like, I was with him. You know how he is. Like that was always my thing. And he was very flirtatious. So I was checking boys regularly. I started realizing I was madly in love with this guy. Like I loved him. It wasn't nobody I wouldn't check over him. I checked friends over him.
Yes.
And he was always treating all these boys like just as special as he is treating me. I didn't feel any different than all the boys that he flirted with. And I remember one night we went out to dinner, and he asked this boy to come out and join us to dinner. And the boy was giving what I give. Like the boy was a little dude, and a nice guy and everything like that. It's so funny because the boy live out here in LA now, and I be seeing him, and I still don't like him.
That's the competition.
Yeah. but
Blake.
So he invited the boy out to dinner with us, and he was kind of like giving the boy attention and all of that, and I felt some type of way because I didn't have a haircut, and the boy was all fresh fit, and I was, feeling some type of way. Just to wrap things up, maybe a week after that. And I was, like I said, I was madly in love with this guy. It wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for him.
Right.
I ended up cheating on him. Now, I cheated on him for what I can only remember as being I didn't feel special with him. He didn't treat me like you're my boyfriend. He treated me like you are one of many. And I wanted to just feel special, and I wanted to feel like somebody's number one. And I ran into a guy at a bar that was mutual friends with a lot of my family members. He knew like all my family. He knew my last name. He knew like all my people. So we were at a bar. We just hit it off. And I told him right then and there, I said, I have a boyfriend. I said, I don't really feel like he really treat me like I should be treated, but blah, blah, blah. When you're young, you tell a stranger your business. So I'm just telling him how I feel, what I'm going through with my boyfriend, and he was picking up on it. And he was clearly older, and he kind of had it down, and he knew what he was trying to do. So we ended up getting drunk as fuck, taking shots at the bar and all that, and I ended up going home with him, and I slept with him. So the next day, I was supposed to meet my boyfriend. So I'm telling him, I have a boyfriend, you can't be hitting me up, blah, blah, blah. I deleted all the messages in my phone up to that message where I said, you can't be hitting me up, I have a boyfriend. I'm chilling with my boyfriend that next night, and we go to sleep, and I wake up, and he was going through my phone. And he seen that. So needless to say, we broke up, and when we broke up, I boo-hooed and I cried and I just begged him to take me back, and I'm just begging him and begging him.
Ain't that funny how they do something wrong and then you begging them back?
Right, like you've been God rest his soul because he's not around anymore. But I felt like he had been playing me the whole time we were together.
Definitely.
But the minute that I cheated, it was like, oh, Daebrian, you did me so dirty.
Right.
So that was the heartbreak. That was my first ever. I felt every time he would text my phone, even together. Every time he would text my phone, I got excited.
Yes.
Wow.
We a whole 2 months in, and you still texting my phone. I'm still getting excited.
That's so weird that it's like just 2 months.
Yeah.
Like it's 2 months.
But everything in our community is accelerated.
Yeah.
2 months, bitch.
Yeah.
It don't take that long.
2 months
you
is
be
24 months.
Yeah.
But I feel like with you, it was like 2 months in. Were you in love with the other boy, or were you in like with him?
It goes back to what you said about how you, now that you're older, you realize that maybe it wasn't that.
Yeah.
But I'm only sharing that story because that was the first time that I ever felt butterflies in my stomach. Now my heartbreak, my heartache or heartbreak, for me, the first time that I ever felt that was, and y'all gonna laugh at me.
I will.
You gonna laugh at me. So I was in the Air Force. I was staying in a dorm, and it was this guy. His name was Ike. I never forget his name.
Come on, Ike.
Never,
Mind you.
You never forget an Ike.
I like Ike.
You never forget an Ike.
I can't eat Ike.
You'll never forget an Ike. I remember his full name. I'm just gonna give you
Go ahead.
his first name.
Ike.
So he is from Jersey,
If
and
you die,
I was very new. I was still learning the whole gay culture and dating and all of that. And we were like pen
You said he
pals.
was older, right?
He was he was older. And we were like kind of like pen pals. So we would email each other and text each other and all of that. That's how we kind of communicated. And he was like, I'm going to come out here on your birthday. I was stationed in New Mexico. And he lived in New York. And he said, I'm going to come out there on your birthday. I'm going to come see you, blah, blah, blah. It's building up weeks and weeks and weeks. Months go by. We're chatting back and forth, texting each other and all of that. And I'm just like, I just can't wait to see him. You know, nice New York swag, nice body. He was just everything that I felt like I wanted. And we got down to right
tall
before
was
my
he?
birthday. He was probably like 5'10", 5'11".
Color eyes.
They were like a dark brown, but he was like maybe a little bit darker than Tavarus, and he had like some West
that's
Indian
good
in him.
brown.
I'm cinnamon complected, by the way.
Come on,
Well,
cinnamon.
first of all, not
I have cinnamon undertones.
Not cinnamon undertones.
cinnamon freckles.
But
But Tavarus has the best complexion.
yeah, he
Oh,
does.
thank you.
Great skin. You have
Yeah.
great skin.
He knew that.
you.
That bitch knew that shit. That's why
it's
he.
nice to
That's why
hear.
he brought it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so so Ike, the day came that Ike was supposed to fly to New Mexico to come see me, and he called me and he said, "Hey kid," he used to call me kid. He said, "Hey kid, I'm not
That's
gonna be
kind
able
of
to make it."
sexy.
It is sexy.
He's like, "Hey kid, I'm not gonna be able to make it," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna be able to make it." And I had took days off. Like you submit
Yeah,
leave
right.
forms in the Air Force. And I had took days off, and I was like, what? And I'm still like kind of like DL. Nobody knew or
Right.
whatever. And it just broke my heart. It broke my heart in two. I remember when we hung up the phone, I remember crying. I cried. And I'm like, why am I crying? I didn't even like ever meet him physically.
Oh, y'all was for real pen pals.
Yes. Like
Oh, shit.
every day we
Hate
talked.
the
Every
crying
day we
shit.
would
Oh,
talk.
wow.
Every
If
day.
a nigga make me cry, I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
We gotta fuck shit
I'm
up.
not even like
This-
I'm an emotional person, but I'm a hard person.
No, this nigga
My
had
prime
me.
bitch,
I'm
my-
a fucking crier. And
This
cry
nigga had me
at
not
that.
like cry where you like have to kind of like force a tear out to
Yeah.
just make yourself know that you're crying.
Yeah.
No, it was really like tears was flowing, and I was like, damn, this nigga like really broke my heart.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
both
We
water
just
signs.
talked this.
Yeah.
But
Cancer.
you're Cancer. I'm Gemini.
That's air, right?
I don't know. I'm like real close to you.
Yeah. You would have ended June 10th.
June 10th, and you're July.
June 26th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But fall. Oh, never mind. Nothing.
But that was my heart. That was my heartache.
Do you guys think you can be in love with two people at one time? Or is it possible?
Not for me.
Actually, that's like a question for you
Yeah.
because you were like, in love with two people. I think.
I wasn't.
You weren't in love with both of them. You was just in love with one.
You
and
mean
then
when
fuck the other.
the cheating story or? No, I wasn't. The guy that I messed around with, it was just I just felt like there was a void and I needed it to be filled as far as like my emotions.
Right. Yeah.
But I was in love.
What did that
with my
void look
boyfriend.
like? Was it a sexual void or emotional void? Like,
It was an
All of
emotional.
them.
It was emotional for. And you know what's funny? Let me get to this because I'm mad about this.
Mind you, I promise you this. He just pointed his finger in my face. Baby
There's a lot
girl.
going on
Baby
tonight.
girl. The way this one pointed to me.
because it was
Like it was
some
like
anger.
that nigga just checked me.
It was some anger.
I don't feel Chad.
No, because just talking
I
about
got checks.
just talking about
I
this
got
story,
checks.
just
Yeah,
talking
they
about
do be
this
bringing up
guy.
some shit, bro.
Just talking about this guy just reminded me of something. I left my my class ring at this guy's house. The guy that I cheated with. I left my
Which class ring?
My high school class ring.
Oh, okay.
If you're listening, I'll leave it at that.
Run the goddamn class ring.
Run me my class ring.
Run the class ring or we're going to pull up, bitch. That's it. So, Tavarus, have you ever been in love with two people and had to choose? And if you had to choose, how do you choose?
No. I can only deal with one person at a time, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
same here.
the only person at this table that I would think,
I'm very traditional.
bitch.
You are not traditional.
I am traditional.
Like,
In what
No,
ways,
no, no, no.
though?
Let me tell you something.
Traditional in what
No.
ways, though?
Like Tavarus on some G shit.
No.
On
And
G
dating?
shit.
And dating.
On G shit.
If I
on
no,
G shit.
So you ain't been,
I don't
you
like
haven't been dating.
listen, I don't like a lot
G
of people.
shit.
I don't like a lot of people. So if I connect with you, I'm dating you.
On some
Otherwise,
G
I'm
shit.
just fucking.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Maybe you just fucking them and they think you're doing something else.
No, there's no way to misconstrue what I'm doing because I'm not out here selling dreams.
Bitch.
We're not going out to the movies. We're not laying up cuddling. We just fucking if we fucking. The lines are very clear with me.
Okay.
If I'm into you, you're gonna know it. And you'll know I'm into you because I'm not gonna sleep with you. To protect my own crazy. Because I already like you.
Crazy.
And if the sex is good, bitch, we definitely go together.
I just want everybody to know. Tavarus have never had my good cookie.
Oh, great.
What did you call it?
No, man.
Good cookie. My good cookie, Tavarus has never had it.
Never.
Because had she had this chocolate mint chip, this chocolate mint chip, I changed that bitch life.
Oh my
It's-
god.
it's
Do you guys
so bad.
tend to change? I mean, do you think you tend to like chase the person that's curving you? Or
Can I say something about that?
oh, sure.
My firm belief is, and this is kind of like a term we used to use back home.
Mm-hmm.
I would always say this: when you pay them, meaning like you pay them no mind.
Yes.
When you pay them,
Or
they
pay
want
them
you.
dust for the young
When you
kids.
pay them dust, they want you more.
Absolutely.
I'm a firm believer in that because I've done that and I've had guys like me more because I
Absolutely.
pay them no mind, and then in return I've dated people where they've paid me no mind and it turns me on more that it's so hard to get them. So I just feel like you know, I'm a firm believer in that. If you when you pay them, they want you more. So I don't know how that looks for you.
Well, I mean, I agree with that, but I'm not playing. I'm not with the games. When I was younger, that would
What's
work.
the games though?
I feel like if you like me, let me know you like me. If I like you, I'm gonna let you
What's
know.
a vert? Like, okay, so
I need to lay my cards on the table because what I can't be is sitting here unsure about what we doing, where we going. Do he like me? Are we
I'm
dating?
talking
Are
about
we
like
not?
if you're trying to
How
get to
old are
know
you again,
somebody.
Tavarus?
No, if I'm trying to get to know you and you're not giving me what I need right then, we can't do nothing.
So in saying that,
Mm-hmm.
what if it's just bad timing, but they do like you?
Well, it's not gonna work. It's
So
not
you
good
just gonna
timing.
give up
What do you
on them?
mean? Yes. What I'm gonna do? Wait in the wings for you to get your life together?
No, not saying that.
oh well.
I'm just saying. Okay, for instance,
If you're not emotionally available to me at this moment, we can't do anything.
for instance, for me, just the last couple of months, I've been traveling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend that's been trying to get an ounce of my time.
Right.
I like this guy. I think this guy is cool. I can see something possibly happening,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm traveling a
Breaks at the
lot,
same
and I
time,
can't
deal
give
with
him that. I can't give him what he's asking for right now.
Right.
But I think he's a cool guy.
Right.
So in the event that happens, do you just say fuck it?
I have to protect myself because I'll go crazy.
Okay.
Like I have to, just like when you break up with me, I have to have a clear we done.
Okay.
Like I can't dibble and dabble and be back and forth.
Oh, I'm opposite of that.
Hold on, time out, Tavarus. You can't do what?
Dibble and dabble.
What does that mean?
Like still be holding on
Years.
emotionally, still fucking you.
So you've never done that?
When I was younger, yeah.
How young
I haven't done it
were
with
you,
my
baby girl?
I was in my before my last
Kid-
boyfriend, which
Oh,
was
oh.
2 years ago. That
No,
was
no, baby
10
girl.
years ago.
Baby girl, because I'm just gonna look at my watch and just like, give you a little timeline.
You can give me a timeline. I haven't done that in 10 years.
1 year?
10 years.
One?
No. When we broke up, we stopped having.
You mean to-
No, hold on. For those of y'all, Blake is trying to put me on Front Street.
No,
but
I'm
it's
not gonna put him in
working.
front. I'm not gonna put him in
Hold
front.
on, let me say
because
this.
I'm very respectful.
No.
I'm very respectful, so I'm gonna hit the mute on this button.
No, don't hit the mute.
Don't hit the mute.
Me and my
Okay.
ex-boyfriend broke up
Which one?
a year and a half ago.
Can
my
we
most
call?
recent boyfriend.
Let's give this ex a name.
Jay.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's Jay from Louisiana.
Yes, he's from Louisiana.
Thank you.
And but to be clear,
some G shit.
we stopped having sex before we even broke up, so we never went back to.
So
like we had probably stopped having sex a month before we broke up because I was just that checked
what does
out.
that mean? Just because we didn't have sex? Like just
Well,
because
'cause I
we
was
didn't have
checked
sex,
out.
that doesn't mean we weren't together.
Basically,
My nigga, we was together, but we just were not having sex.
but I'm not talking about that. You talking about
wait,
dibbling
what are you
dabbling.
talking about?
What's the next question?
Anyway, so I promise you this. Fuck this shit.
That's a lot of tea.
Tavarus is bullshit as fuck.
I'm not.
Tavarus is bullshit as fuck. If you want your feelings hurt, I said this to you last week. See Tavarus.
No.
See
Okay,
Daebrian.
no. Let me be very clear. If I like you, you will know it. If I'm dating you, you will know it.
But mind you, Tavarus, everybody has like hit my line and told me like about you.
And
they were
told
like,
you what about me?
No, baby girl, it was good. It was good news. It was actually like real good news. And they were like running me. It was like, Blake, you gave Tavarus a hard time. I do this with Tavarus. I do the same thing that Tavarus does. And I'm like,
Okay.
Oh.
and I was like, okay, so like, girl, what you do? She was like, So I feel like I don't know about it.
I feel like the gays got too much damn baggage. Y'all don't know how to make clean breaks. Therefore, you don't know how to move into something new because you still holding on to old shit. And I'm not with none of it. Because even you have been curved, as we all have. No?
Oh, sorry.
No?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
First of all, like a nigga would probably curve me, but I'm not gonna get it as a curve.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
You
that's where
process it
maybe
differently.
that's where I'm
It's
going with mine,
like
too.
okay, so he was trying to curve me.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, listen, it happens to all of us. I mean, no.
No. Actually, no, I'm with you, Tavarus. Like,
Rejection is common.
on some G
Yeah.
shit, on some like real.
We've all liked somebody who didn't like us. That's just a
But
fact.
then
did
the
we
thing
all
is-
act on that person? Then?
No, but the thing
No,
is,
but
like,
you could have shot your shot and they'd just been like, sweetie, like it's no tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And you have to,
the
but
entire
now the
conversation.
people, what I do think is pathetic is the people who don't get the hint when a bitch don't like you. Leave them the fuck alone. Like if you keep calling, he not answering, why you keep calling? I mean, I don't understand. But moving on to the Valentine's Day portion of it.
Because what we're talking about is here, like, okay, so this is Rated MA, the Love Edition.
Yes.
And even though this is the Love Edition, however, I want everybody to know that, Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Is there any pressure about, like, having a Valentine's date?
I'm gonna tell you about the times I've been stood up the last 3 out of 4 years. So there was this one guy I was kind of off and on with for about 10 months, and we had broken up. And then he seen me at a party looking good, and he came up to me. He was
Bitch.
like, "We need to get back together."
Isn't that the best? First of all, well, let's just say this: all three of us are going out tonight.
So listen,
Daebrian, come on, let's go. Like, so Daebrian doesn't want to go out tonight, but bitch, we
he got a
going
date.
out. He got a date. Oh, it was a joke.
Yes. Anyway,
Stop, because
Tomorrow.
hold on. So I'm gonna make it quick.
I got work.
Anyway,
work. Yes, work.
Me and the guy was dating for about 10 months. We broke up. We ended up getting back together in the January. So the next couple of weeks we chatting and whatnot. And I said, "Do you have any Valentine's plans? This is February." And he goes, "Well, actually, when we wasn't together, I had already booked a date, so I'm not gonna break the date." I said, "We back together and you telling me you're not gonna cancel this date?"
Wow.
He said, "Yes, that's what I'm telling you." He said, "So you could take the day shift and he could take the night." This is what the nigga said to me. This is what the nigga said
That
to me.
nigga said that. T.
That nigga said that.
Like T. I promise you. Like
You was with me. That's the tea. Remember we went to the pizza shop by your house when you were staying at the Orsini? Who was I dealing with at that time? In 2013, girl. She tried it. But anyway, so that was one time. 2 years ago, there was this guy that we had been flirting for a couple of years, and I liked him. He was cute, and I decided I was gonna give him some pussy. And I hit him up, and I was like, "Do you want to be
Look,
my
piece of
Valentine?"
pussy or all
Some
pussy?
real, all the pussy. He was. I wanted to give it to him. I was like, I ain't never had no Valentine for real. Like I'm gonna make it special. And I said, "You want to be my Valentine?" And he LOL'd me. Like I guess because I'm so direct, he didn't take me serious.
Yeah.
But I wasn't playing.
Right.
So that was a curve, I guess. Then last year we went to Vegas for Super Bowl, and I met such and such down there. Remember? On our way back.
was it my such and such? Oh, bitch, yes, I
Yeah.
know it. I know it. Ah!
So that was like February
What happened?
5th. So we had been chatting the whole week, trying
It's
to make plans to hang out. Or
light
whatever.
eyes, right? Light skin, light eyes.
Yes,
Mhm.
beautiful. And
Or whatever.
he was cute.
I mean,
So I said when we hanging out, he said on Tuesday. Now Tuesday was how happened to be Valentine's Day. So the whole time I'm excited. I'm like, well, do I have a Valentine? Do he know it's Valentine's Day? Because he said we hanging out on Tuesday.
Right.
So, anyway, Tuesday come. He like, yeah, we hanging out later. He went out to eat downtown by my house where I live at. And then he called me when he was supposed to be there, like 10 o'clock. And he was like, oh, I just wanted to call you because I didn't want to text you and say that I'm not going to make it. I didn't realize today was Valentine's Day and we had like a single something planned. So that was actually the last time I talked to him.
Oh my God.
And that was
Sorry, Tavarus. Daebrian. Go ahead. What happened?
Valentine, right?
Yeah. Any mishaps?
And we're talking about, do we feel pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, like, do you feel pressure to have a Valentine's Day? Like, how long has it been since you have not had a Valentine's Day?
I had a boyfriend last year, so.
You had a boyfriend a lot of
I
years,
did.
Loki.
I did. No,
And I'm
sure.
sure.
Me too, baby girl.
I do and I don't. I do because I feel I put pressure on myself.
Me too.
Social media plays such an intricate part in that for me. Because when I start scrolling through people's Instagrams or whatever, well, Instagram because I'm not on Facebook. When I start scrolling through people's Instagrams and I'm seeing all this Valentine's shit, it just it really affects me. And I'm very sentimental. I'm very all about in my feelings and all of that. So I do low-key feel pressure, but it's only because of the pressure I put on myself.
Right.
However, I will for sure have a Valentine this year because I know who I want to be my Valentine.
Is this the boy that you've been not giving no time to? Or can we not?
No, we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
But that ain't him.
We can talk about it.
I mean, like, no, like, I kind of want to talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. So there's this guy.
Does he live downtown?
He doesn't.
Okay, great.
He lives.
He light skin?
He's brown skin.
Bitch, you got a Valentine?
Bitch, I'm just trying to make sure.
Well, I'm
Valentine's
single.
not his
Y'all
Valentine.
feel free to email me.
I promise
I'm
mine
looking
is
for
not
it.
yours.
How would you know?
I'm just gonna tell you. And he would always say, like, I think I seen you at such and such. I would go to sneaker release events and stuff like that. Like, that's my culture.
So get to how he gonna be your date.
How he's gonna be my date?
Bitch, don't rush your shit. Bitch,
Right.
we didn't rush yours.
I'm painting a picture for you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I'm at, we had stopped kind of like communicating after a couple months.
Okay.
I'm at, because I was trying to get back with my ex, but that's a whole other story,
Oh,
another show.
no, it's such a good story, I think.
So I'm at the Abbey. One of my friends came into LA. Him and his boyfriend came to LA. So he's like, meet us at the Abbey for some drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I show up at the Abbey. We're at the Abbey. We're having a good time. He said, oh, let me introduce you to my son. Turn around. The son is
The boy.
So I didn't tell my friend, this is my friend that I talked to on Jack.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. We just chatted up, and he wasn't putting it together fully. I wasn't fully putting it together, but I was like, this is him. Chatting. Everybody says, let's go to Cantina afterwards. We show up at Cantina. My friend and his boyfriend didn't show up. It was just me and the boy. So I said, we know each other, right? And he's like, yeah. Chatted here and there, flirted here and there, no big deal. And we end up getting back in touch with each other and exchanging numbers. So since then, from that day up until now, we've been chatting back and forth. But now he's like low-key curving me. But I like it because I know why he's doing it. He's doing it because I
gave
did
him
it
your
to
ass to
him.
kiss, right?
Right. But it's like playfully. And he's gonna be my Valentine.
He know that?
He will.
Oh, okay. Well,
You
bad.
baby girl.
Yeah, he will.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah. Tell you got a Valentine.
It's on me.
You got a Valentine?
So, well, first of all, like, I'm gonna say this.
You gonna have a Valentine?
Well, first of all,
Let me
I've
tell you
never not
something.
had one.
I would like one.
Because you got this one pic on your Instagram.
Which one is that?
Which one? Him getting out the pool with
Yes.
his back out? Yeah.
I mean, like,
Your profile
that-
picture. You like that's light work.
That's I always get out the
little
pool.
picture was cute.
Anybody
I always-
looking at it?
I always
like-
got water, just dripping off of me like that.
Anybody that's looking at it, but however, so never, ever, 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 ever have I not had a Valentine's.
Like as in a date over at the house or somebody who really
You
wanted
never-
you my
Baby
Valentine.
girl,
never
you
had
see
a
these flowers
Valentine.
right here.
Oh, the dead ones. When they sent
Oh.
them.
They sent them when I went through surgery, but
Oh.
if you,
I ain't
but
Read the
look,
note.
I kept the card there for you. I kept the card for you, baby girl.
Okay.
I kept the card. Daebrian.
I got
Daebrian.
okay on his table.
I ain't gonna read it out loud.
Daebrian, run the shit.
Okay.
Please read it.
Run the shit.
All right.
Run it.
Whoa.
Run it. Just like run it loud.
Okay.
Like, fuck it. I don't care.
So the card is, it's a bouquet of roses.
Actually, two. Because if you count them, that's not 12, that's 24.
Okay.
Okay.
Girl. She got two bouquets.
So two bouquets, 2 dozen roses. And it says, get well soon from the one who got away.
So when y'all start talking back, or whoever that
First
is.
of all, I'm not going to say this out loud.
Well, let me mute this microphone so I get the
It was
tea.
1,000 niggas that could have sent that.
I wish I could see it.
He's showing all of these teeth.
He has such a smile. He has such a smile.
The man who
right now on
sent
his
the
face.
flowers, I love. The man who I thought I sent the flower that I thought sent the flowers, I love.
Tune in next week, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Rated MA Podcast. Drop down in the description box if you would like to reach us all on social media. And we will be back next week.
Happy Valentine's Day.